agree upon. First, they want to save the system, the Veliati Pagi, the absolute rule of the clergy. Second, they want to expand their influence in the Persian Gulf. Third, they want to kick the United States out. And they will do this through terrorism. They will do this through any means that they can, by attacking us, our forces in Iraq, by helping the Taliban, which they're doing today in Afghanistan. And they've been doing this for the past 30 years. They bombed Amnesty and Greens in Lebanon. I was there at the time as a reporter in 1983, as a means of pushing the United States out of the region. Because without the United States present, they feel that they will dominate. Fourth is that clearly they want to undermine what euphemistically gets called the Middle East peace process. I guess that's about all there is of it. It's a process. It's not peace. Through the sponsorship of various terrorist groups. And of course, the fifth goal that all of the factions in the regime, including Mousavi and the so-called moderates, share is the development of weapons of mass destruction. So when people say elections count in Iran, I counter that and say, well, wait a second. Show me one single change in any of these 5 core goals of the regime that changed when you had a, quote, moderate president, Khatami, between 1997 and 2005. Nothing changed. This is one of my favorite quotes. It's a very famous exchange. It's when Rafsanjani was asked about the possibility of a nuclear exchange between Israel and Iran. And this was in 2001, at a time when the IAEA had not yet discovered Iran's clandestine nuclear weapons program. So there were only a handful of people, investigators, including myself, who have been warning about Iran's importation of nuclear weapons-capable equipment. So Rafsanjani said, well, of course there could be a nuclear weapons exchange between Israel and Iran. And if the Israelis hit us with a nuclear weapon, there will be millions who die. But that's okay. If we hit Israel with a nuclear weapon, Israel will cease to exist. So he essentially invented the notion that Israel is a one-bomb state. And I remind you that Rafsanjani is a moderate cleric. Again, if you look at the progress of their nuclear weapons program and their missile programs in the different regimes, okay? At the top, when Rafsanjani was president, Mousavi was prime minister. You can see the various things that they did. On the right, they concluded this nuclear cooperation deal with Abdul Qadir Khan, who's the father of the Islamic bomb in Pakistan. A very important cooperation, since it gave them access to the centrifuge technology that we're now learning about. That was done under Rafsanjani and Mousavi. When Rafsanjani himself became president, they accelerated the nuclear weapons program, they opened their own uranium mines, and they began the clandestine procurement from the Khan network of centrifuge components, and launched the missile development as well. Under Khatami, they achieved the first successful test flight of the Shahab-3 missile, capable of hitting Israel. And Khatami showed, once and for all, that he was not a friend of the Iranian people, and was certainly no Democrat, when he authorized the crackdown on the student uprising in July of 1999. By the way, you can learn a lot about these things at our foundation's website, which is simply iran.org. In August of 2002, again, while Khatami was president, the previously clandestine nuclear weapons program was exposed by an opposition group, and the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency, felt compelled to go to Iran to try to visit some of these previously clandestine sites. So all of this was done. All of the nuclear weapons development that was done clandestinely was done under so-called moderates in Iran. And of course, at the same time, the Europeans in particular were negotiating